The Grand Vision is a regional planning blueprint designed by citizens to guide future growth, prosperity, and quality of life for generations to come. The following projects are great examples of how Grand Vision principles are being applied in Benzie County. The Food and Farming Network will work to preserve agriculture as a viable economic practice in the region by protecting farmland, enhancing the affordability of farms, and supporting agricultural infrastructure in the region.
What our project was here at Benzie County Foods, which is both Benzie Central and Frankfort-Elberta schools, what our vision is to connect ourselves with the local farmers, not only get healthier foods in for the kids, but also connect with the farmers. One of the things that I always wanted to show the kids is, number one, my program is about educating them on the right things to eat for their bodies, and hopefully those lessons will go into their adulthood. And the other important thing is teaching them the importance of supporting our local farmers, economically supporting our own neighbors. In other words, a lot of these farmers, if we're not going to support them, chances are they're not going to be there in the future. When I first hired in, Tom Stobie, our superintendent, wanted me to look into the Farm to School program. Diane Connors from the Land Use Institute had kind of given him information on it and encouraged him to look into it. He, at that point when I was hired, wanted me to follow through with that. I started out with just an egg farmer. I had one of my local farmers, Paul May, bring in farm fresh eggs. Later that week, we actually had TV 7 and 4 come in and actually film and look at some of the traditional items we were using those farm fresh eggs for. When I first started, breakfast-wise, we maybe were feeding 20 to 30 kids. Within a month of having farm fresh eggs used in pancakes, French toast, other products, we were serving well over 150 at both schools. The kids are the customers, and they were the ones that really demanded and really drove what we were serving them. And they responded well every time we added a new farmer, from getting local honey in, so they had the honey with biscuits and with their chicken. We went from that to having apples. I had a farmer that would bring me fresh apples, and we'd do samplings. There again, where kids did taste testing. And we, at one point, were only maybe going through a case of apples a week. Once we started getting the farm fresh apples in, we were going through 5 a week. The kids, once again, grabbing them in between PE class, grabbing one for a snack later in the day. Once again, the kids, tasting the difference and then wanting that and gravitating toward doing that. Every year we add more farmers to our mix, as well as adding new products. How my program fits in with the whole Grand Vision is, once again, it's about a community working together to feed the people better, to educate the people better, and to be able to economically support ourselves. One of our visions that we're looking at right now and doing is working with Grow Benzie. In other words, through some grants that we just recently found out we were maybe able to achieve, we're going to be getting greenhouses at all my elementaries and at all our schools. They're again educating the kids in that grand vision of, okay, encouraging them, hey, this is how you grow greens, this is how you grow vegetables. And them being able to see that plant from the beginning, and then eventually hopefully transplanting those over to a greenhouse at Grow Benzie, where we have one just for the school, and then being able, through seeds and other programs, harvest those vegetables for us to eat in the school. So the kids having that pride of not only, geez, did I start this plant from the beginning, but gee, we're going to be able to cook with this, and eat, exactly what they've grown themselves. So I think we're very special in this county, in this community, because not only do we have parents that care, we have kids that care, we have a community that care, we have farmers that care, and to make this whole vision work, you have to have a whole community that cares, not just one or two groups from my superintendents at both school districts to my school boards at both school districts that have supported me from day one, have said, you know what, the vision, we see that vision, we support you on that vision, because sometimes that's a scary thing, especially in times when budgets are tight and schools are worrying about where their next dollars are coming from. To go out on a limb and say, you know what, we're committed to this and we will support this program was huge. And I really believe that's why this works in Benzie County.
The collective efforts of citizens and organizations will ensure that the grand vision continues to become a reality in Benzie County. Each of us can make a difference by starting or supporting projects that apply grand vision principles.